We are here with Phillip Johnson, CEO of Dollhouse Agency. And so, Phillip, tell me, first of all, Dollhouse. How did you get the name Dollhouse for your agency?
Dollhouse, the name actually came. I was on my cousin Whitney's MySpace page a few years back, and she had a quote that said, "Don't you wish you was Barbie? She has everything." And I liked the quote, and I started, thinking about Barbie and dolls and so on and so forth. So I came up with the name Dollhouse. And my first quote I had on my card was, "Don't you wish you were Ken and Barbie? They have everything."
Yeah.
So I added Ken name to it and came up with the whole name Dollhouse. So
Dollhouse.
Yeah.
And so, Dollhouse, the agency, when did you get started with it? What inspired you to even come up with an agency and start the whole business?
Nina D was a designer here in Nashville. She designs couture dresses, and her husband Alex. They were, I was their creative director, and we've done a lot of shows here in Nashville, and we were always looking for models. So they was like, "Hey, Phillip, maybe we should start an agency." And they put me and April Jewel together. We sit down and talk because she had ideas of an agency as well. We tried, to do a few things, but we started something and we left it aside for a while. I went off to LA, spent time there, worked a few little jobs, and then when I came back to Nashville, I decided to pick it up and to actually start it. So I started a Facebook for it. I started having model calls, and I actually started putting models on contract last August. So.
Okay, and with the contracts, how does that work as far as the models being under the agency?
Okay, well, what I try to do is do something a little different. I do a 90-day contract at first. So when you come into the agency, if I'm interested in working with you, we do a 90-day contract just to see how you interact with me, the models, the photographers, to see how hungry you are, if you're going to show up for the photo shoots and the test shoots, because we are a parent agency, so our job is to build your book as a model.
Yeah.
So we get you in shows, we get you as many photo shoots as we can, make sure you're doing the right shows and the good shows for your resume. If we see that you're not hungry enough, we don't sign you after those 90 days. It's kind of like, okay, thanks for stopping by. Type situation, yeah.
All right.
So.
How do you feel as far as Nashville with the fashion industry and getting your models into different aspects of it? How do you feel the whole industry is working along with your agency?
I think the industry is working well. Within the months that we've been doing it, started August of 2009. So between now and then, and it's June, we've done a lot.
Yes.
We've been asked by all kind of different people to do all kind of different shows and host all kind of different events, from openings of boutiques to trunk shows to charity shows. We hosted like the Night of Fame at the Country Music Hall of Fame. We've done country music events, rock and roll events, R&B, hip hop, just everywhere. And that's my vision is to be very diverse. I like diversity instead of seeing the same thing. And I think it's very important to the fashion industry to show diversity because I think it would attract more designers that's not from here to bring their clothing here and do shows and so forth when they see the diversity. Because a lot of people think Nashville is just the country music.
Right. Yeah. That's not all we have here.
Right.
Yeah.
So.
How many models do you have currently signed to your roster, and are you looking for more?
Actually, we are looking for more, but we're being very selective at the time because I don't want to have too big of a group of models. Since we are a parent agency, so our goal is to really look after them. Currently, I have 30 active models with the agency because everybody always asking me how many. However, I still have another 20 girls and guys that I work with that's not under an active contract, but I can call on a need basis. But we are looking. We're actually going to do a casting in a week.
Okay.
So we'll be looking for more models, and we're looking for a lot of runway models now because we're getting ready to launch a big ideal. I can't give too much information now, but we're currently looking for runway models for a big event that's going to happen in Nashville.
Okay, and just so we know, what's your height requirements for your runway models? Everybody has something different.
Yeah, for girls, currently looking for girls ages 14 to 26.
All right.
Looking for girls 5'8" and taller with shoes off.
Right.
Sizes 0 to 6.
Okay.
For guys, 6 feet and taller with shoes off.
Okay, so no tippy toes still.
No tippy toes. And we're gonna be and I think one thing that we're doing differently now is we're being very strict about the height requirement because it's kind of getting shorter and shorter. Which we are signing girls under 5'8" for our commercial division.
Right.
Just currently now, we're just really focusing on getting a few more people for our runway division. So.
Okay. And with Dollhouse, what are any long-term goals that you're looking forward to?
Long-term goals, we're looking to expand and move to different cities. I have a model, one of my models, Mikkelsa. He's in Atlanta now.
Okay.
I have Shay and Chike who moved. Shay is in Boston. We have Chike in Philly. I have another model in New York, which is Chris. So what I plan to do is to get other models in those cities. So I'm really looking forward to expanding to Atlanta, to New York, to Boston, to all these places by next spring. And so we can have, rosters of models everywhere. And then before you know it, Dollhouse will be popping up all over the globe.
All over.
Yeah.
Great. And any designers or anything that you want to mention that you work with?
We work with Manuel a lot. I actually used to intern for Manuel. So yeah, Manuel is a great guy. Manuel, Nina D, of course, Denise Craps, Carlos Manola, Brooks Shipley, Charles Lloyd. He's the Lord of the Runway.
Love Charles. Charles.
Yeah, Charles. He has great designs.
Yes.
So yeah, those are a few of the ones we've been recently working with. Also work with a few students from the International Academy. Bridget Talley, she's a great designer. Yeah, Bridget is awesome, and she just finished school, so I can't wait to see what amazing things she's doing. And actually, we are about to start filming a pitch for a TV show. Yeah, which is called Made in the South. And what we're going to be doing is traveling around to different southern states, finding these local designers that's trying to get their brand out there. We're not looking for just any designer, but people who are really producing couture and nice things that people can wear.
So, besides fashion shows, photo shoots, anything else that Dollhouse is doing locally?
See, our most recent, we've done the cover of the Metro Mix.
Metro Mix.
Yeah, it comes out in the Tennessean, and they have them at all the stands and so forth. So Jasmine done this cover. Heather Bird actually gave me a call and said they needed a model for the summer guide. So yeah, I submitted some girls, and we had Jasmine do that, and we've done work with them before. Yesterday, actually, we just had a shoot with Focus on This hair magazine.
Oh yes, Tanya Davis.
Tanya Davis, and their magazine is international, so we've been doing a lot of work with Tanya, which is giving the girls and guys exposure as well in other cities and countries. So it's actually awesome and amazing. So yeah, we try to do as much as we can. Sometimes I know some of the models are like, because the week before last we had something like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
So you
just
keep your
have
models
all
working.
around the fair, yeah.
So if anyone would like to get in touch with you to get a model for their magazine and so forth, how would we get in touch with you?
They can call me directly at 615-720-5898. And give me a call, and I can get them in contact with our booking agents and so on and so forth, depending on their needs.
All right, great. Thank you so much, Phillip, for
Thank you.
being with me.
Thank you.
Thank you.